Okay, so this is a video to kind of explain the case that I had and how we got to do the forms and the reports and explain kind of how the system works. So the case that I had is about an insulation company, and what they do is they have some forms and reports that they had to have made for their processes. So as you can see, we have the process right here. So first things first, you're gonna have a proposal submitted and it's gonna be sent to a customer. So once the customer approves it, right here, what they're going to do is they're going to prepare the work orders. So the proposal is just kind of like all the information about, let me go to it, all the information about the project. So you can see there's a proposal number, a customer number, an estimated number, or a method, and then the information of who's going to get it done. So the billing address, the name, the address, things like that, and what they're going to be, the sizes, and things like that. So that is the proposal. Once that's accepted, you're going to go into the work order. So that's when the work is actually going to be fulfilled. So we're going to go to the work orders. So there's two kinds. There's a primary work order if there's only one location. And if there's two locations, you're going to have a secondary work order. So as you can see, there's two different versions. So we needed forms for the work orders as well. And then once those are done, you're going to schedule the work assignment. So you have to schedule the people who are going to work. So this is more in-house. So it has like the tasks that everyone's going to be doing. As you can see, the materials that they're going to need, and then the employees who are going to do what. And then it also, at the bottom, it says who it's authorized by, and you have a start date, and then sometimes the finish date isn't done yet. It just kind of depends. And it's the same with the work order. Sometimes things are just pending. Or sorry, not work orders, the proposals. And then going back to the process, once the work is scheduled, they're going to do the work. And once the work is complete, we're going to go to the invoices. So the invoices are actually sent periodically throughout the job, but once the job is completed, it is immediately mailed out to the person or the company who is getting the work done. So as you can see, it says what invoice number it is, the proposal number, the start date that the work started, and then what the tasks were, the location it was done at. So as you can see, pet store 1, pet store 2, so this would have had a primary and a secondary work order, and then the amounts. So we're going to go into Oracle. So this is what we used to set up the database. So as you can see, we created a certain amount of tables in the Milestone 2 system. So I created, well, I didn't create, I got from the Milestone 1, I got customers, employees, employee types, inventory used, invoices, locations, materials, proposals, tasks, vehicles, work assignments, and work orders. So all these tables I just exported back in, and I also inserted the data that I was given. So I got it from Elizabeth Wise. So we did that, and then I was able to connect my Oracle database to Access. So the way I did that was you go to the ODBC database, and you have to link the data source. So I'm just kind of going to show how that worked. You're going to click ORCL when you get here, and then type in your password. It's probably going to take a hot second to do, so we're just going to let it load. No worries. My virtual machine's a little slow. Okay, so here are all the tables. So these are just some of the ones that come in Oracle. And mine was under my name, so it was under Katie Wapp, because my name is Katie Wapple. So you go all the way down. So P, we went too far. Went to the L's. So right here. So it has all of my tables from Oracle, so it will be connected. They're already added in Access, but this just kind of explains like how to get there when you have to link those tables. So you don't want to import them, you want to link them. So this means that any changes I make in Oracle to these tables, so I'll just go to one really quick, like locations. So changes that are made in these, this will all be changed in Access as well. So that's kind of it's a really cool feature that you have. So here are my tables. So they're all listed out here. As you can see, it kind of looks like Excel. So you can just go through them really quickly. And what we did for each of them was, well, not each of them, but only the ones needed. So we did, as shown here. So we have proposals, invoices, work assignments, and work orders all had forms made. So they have all the tables. So as you can see, you can tell these are the forms, these are the tables. So here's the invoices table. So this is just, as it says, 1 of 8. So we had 8 of these, and that's just the imported data from Oracle. So you go through and you can see the date generated, the start date, and the end date. Now, this isn't all of the information that was actually provided in the case, but it's what I got from my Milestone 1, so I worked with that. So that is the invoices forms. I'm going to keep going to work assignments. So as you can see, it says like assignment number, the work order number, the employee ID, so the employees working on it, the vehicles they use, their start and finish dates, and then an authorization date. So some of these are blank just depending on if they were authorized, and some of the proposals were not accepted, they were pending, which I'll show you in the next one. We're going to go all the way back here, go way back, proposals. So as you can see, some of them, if they're pending, there's no decision date just because those haven't been done yet. And as you can see, we have 10 forms here, so we just kind of click through these. So there's proposals, we did invoices. So, and then here are the relationships that you have to connect. So this is just the one I did for proposals. This kind of explains like how you connect each one to a different table to get those relationships to go through. So here's my next form. So we went to invoices. We're going to go to work orders. So here are the work order forms with the work orders, the proposals, invoices, and as you can see, there's kind of a pattern. So we've got the work orders, and here's a report that I made. So here's the report for the work orders. So you've got the table, you've got the form, and then you've got the work orders. So this is how it's going to be able to go through, is it has all of the information listed, and it's listed across the form, and it kind of says the date that it was done, but pay no attention to that. That date's wrong and the time. But it has everything that you put in your tables that you put into your form, and so on and so forth. So we're going to keep going down the line. Here's my proposals report. Here we go. So it has all the different reports as well. And as you can see, it goes from Access or Oracle. So once you get to Oracle, you make all of that and you connect the databases. Once the tables and data is in it, all the changes are made. You go here and you connect the databases. All you have to do is go to create form from the table and it'll create the form for you, and it has all the information given. So again, the case does have more information than shown, but this gives you a pretty good idea of what you have to do. And then we go back to the photos. We can go back to the process. So again, you've got the proposals. Once it's accepted, you prepare the work orders. So it goes proposal, work order, work assignments, and then the invoice. So you can see that's kind of how we got our forms, is from this process that was provided through the case. So I took the information from my Milestone 1 that I got, and those were the tables that were made, and I had to create a brand new database so that I could use it for Access, because I had to link them together. And then once you go from tables, you can get to the forms, and then you can also create the reports. So it's actually pretty easy, and the system's going to be a lot easier for this company to use. So that way, like, it's all electronic and it's all used through the computer, so it'll be a lot easier for them to do for the company. So I hope this helped. I hope this made sense. And it was actually a really cool project to do, so I'm glad I got to do it. And as you can see, like, these were the forms that were shown. So we did a little, like, a smaller variation of that through Access. So thanks for listening.